Hey everybody, Matty Ice here, back with another solar Warlock build. Now before I get into that, I do want to just make a quick announcement that on Monday, August 1st and Saturday, August 6th, I'm going to be doing a help stream to help people get their Conqueror title and guilding done, as well as the duality seal. So if you need any help with that, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and join the live stream. The Monday one's going to start around 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern, and the one on Saturday the 6th is going to be probably somewhere around noon, again Eastern time. So yeah, if you're interested in that, just join the live stream and subscribe to the channel, and I'd be more than happy to help you out. Alright, so as far as the build goes, this is going to be focused on Phoenix Protocol and getting your super back as quickly as possible. So starting out with the armor mods, you have a solar helmet with Ashes to Asset, Harmonic Siphon, Well of Life. This is just to help get your super back on the grenade kills, and Well of Life is kind of your poor man's restoration for once the season's over. On the gloves, I've got Stasis Gloves with Grenade Kickstart, Elemental Light, and then whatever champion mod you can fit in. Now if this is being used in any high-end content where you need 2 champion mods, obviously you can't fit that in unless you have a Artifice armor slot. So what I would like to do in this instance is then switch this over to, let's just say it's a Barrier Pulse, and then I'll swap Elemental Light into probably Font of Might or Font of Wisdom. Font of Wisdom will kind of boost your intellect to 100 for 30 seconds upon picking up an Elemental Well. So that's kind of your ability to get your super back even faster there. But for the first demonstration, I'll keep it as is here. Now on the chest, Phoenix Protocol, you can do seasonal armor mods, regular armor mods, but I'd like to do Seeking Wells, so make your chest an arc piece. On the boots, solar boots here, this is so you can put in Explosive Wellmaker, but more importantly you want recuperation, so that when you have the Orbs of Light, you can regen your health on those pickups, and then Absolution, just to fill out the armor, make it a little easier to get your abilities back faster. On the Bond, you're going to have Elemental Ordnance just for some extra well generation, as well as 2 bombers to keep your grenade up as much as possible. You can swap either this Elemental Ordnance or the Explosive Wellmaker out for Bountiful Wells or something like that. Just whatever you use with your loadout to help generate those wells. Now as far as weapons, Bad Juju is what I'm using with this one. This is because you can get super energy back on your kills, and it basically auto reloads on a kill. You can swap this out with any primary weapon that has Thresh. This is just to help get your super back faster. So this is all about getting your super to regen as quickly as possible and have as much uptime. For the energy slot, you're going to want a solar energy here. I'm using Trusty just because that's a unstoppable, and it's got some range to it. You can use your mini tool if you want something a little closer. The important thing is that it's solar. Same for the heavy. You can use Cataclysmic, Fixed Odds, Avalanche, whatever you want to use here, as long as it's solar. Now the reason for that, as we go into the aspects and fragments, starting out with abilities, we got Healing Rift, Celestial Fire, and then I'm using Fusion Grenade. This is because this is going to help proc some of those explosions and apply Scorch Stacks, so you get the grenade bonus and Explosive Wellmaker. Doing Icarus Dash, you could make a case for doing Heat Rises, since you can eat your grenade to heal, but I prefer Icarus Dash for the mobility. Touch of Flame is pretty much just always on. I don't know why you would ever take that off, honestly, for right now. For Fragments, Ember of Wonder. This is so you can generate some Orbs of Power on your ignitions.
We have sightings of Red Legion infiltrators on their way.
Ember of Char. This is going to be to help spread those Scorch Stacks, and the extra 10 discipline doesn't hurt. Ember of Empyrean. This is going to be a bit of a flex slot, since you're not proccing Restoration with Classy Restoration or anything like that, unless you're running a Healing Grenade, which you could do, but I wouldn't run at this build at the moment. There's currently a bug that when you put your Well of Radiance down, it gives you like an invisible restoration buff, which you can then extend with solar kills. So until they fix that, I would use Empyrean. you could swap this out though if you wanted for like eruption or combustion or something like that. Speaking of combustion, that's my last one. This kind of makes the whole build come together. So, final blows with your solar super cause targets to ignite. Now, this means that whenever you kill something in your well, it has to be with a solar weapon. Because when you're in the well, it counts as a super kill. But if you do it with a solar weapon, it then counts as a solar super kill, which will cause them to ignite. And then when you kill a target with an ignition, so if you kill like a group of red bars together and something dies from that explosion, it'll generate an orb of power, which then gives you more super energy. It gives you solar wells from your explosive well maker. So you can see how that all kind of ties together. And that's why Empyrean, you can make a case to swap it out for Eruption. So with that, I'm going to hop into just a generic Lost Sector. As I normally do, I will show you the build in two scenarios. One in the lower tier content, such as just a random Lost Sector, and then I'm going to be doing it in a Master Lost Sector. So the goal of this build is to just get kills as quickly as possible with your bad juju to kind of queue up your well of radiance, get that solar energy. Now I happen to have my solar already because I was just chilling in the zone for a while, so I won't proc my first well until I'm a little later in. But let's say I had it right now. Plant your well. Wait, you're going to push me out. So I'm standing in the well. Kill this dog with a solar weapon because he explodes and I get a well. He explodes, I get a well. So you can see how that all kind of chains together. And my Phoenix Protocol, I've already got 50% of my super back. Again, I can throw a grenade, generates a ton of solar wells, keeps your energy uptime, or ability uptime. So this is a lower end content, so it's gonna go pretty quickly. You'll see in the tougher content how it works a little bit better as far as like regenning your super goes. But you can see from this, it's not too bad. And again, you want to use your bad juju as much as possible to get your super back. Alright, so with that being said, I'm going to now switch back over to the Master Lost Sector, and I will show you how that works and how the build kind of comes together. Unfortunately, this one is a smaller Lost Sector, so I'll probably only get a couple wells out because it's very quick. But yeah, you'll just be able to see how it works, and hopefully you enjoy it. So the whole point of this build for me is I get as many kills as possible with bad juju, just to build up my solar. And then anytime I'm doing anything other than just getting like ad kills, I'll be using probably like my solar weapons or abilities. Bad juju is also nice because you very rarely have to reload. As long as you can get a kill, it'll auto reload, which is very nice. Just trying to tease this unstoppable to come a little closer. Try and get out of range. It looks like he fell back. Yeah, so it looks like there's two unstoppables here. They fell back a little bit, so we got some time. There he is. So I just wanted to plant the well here just to show you how fast you can build it back up. Just remember, when you're inside the well, I just forgot that for a second, you want to get solar weapon kills, because it causes them to ignite just like that. And that's what you want to spread your damage with. Outside the well, switch back. You can see on the side it had Ember of Wonder cooldown, so we can only generate so many orbs at a time. But you want to make sure you pick up those orbs. I wanted to generate some wells there. So you can see ability regen improved for 30 seconds. And if you just look, my super is coming back pretty quickly, just on its own. So I'm trying to take out these champions. So you can see I've had my super back for a little while here. Now that those champions are gone, I'm going to run up here and plant my well. And then to showcase, there's the ignition on the kill. Right, this guy melts through the well. But yeah, so I mean that's the build. You see it's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. The main thing you have to remember is that when you're inside the well, you just want to get your solar kills. But you can see I didn't really do anything other than kill 2 adds, and my super is already like 65% back. That's the joy of Phoenix Protocol. And then on top of that, any of those wells that you pick up, anything, Orbs of Light, you're just going to get back even faster. So the whole goal is to just have your super up as much as possible. In lower end content it's going to be easier because you'll get more kills, you'll generate more orbs, more wells, stuff like that. But yeah, that's the build. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and as always, if you could like and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it, and I'll catch you in the next one.